everyone. Thank you for joining us today. I'm excited to catch up with Lenny Rachitsky. Lenny is a serial entrepreneur who spent 7 years as a product manager at Airbnb after selling his startup, and now runs one of the most popular newsletters around growth and product management called Lenny's Newsletter. Lenny, great to have you here with us today.
Thanks for having me.
So 7 years at Airbnb, and then you left, you took some time off, right?
Yeah, so I actually did a 3-month sabbatical, 7 years in at Airbnb. I was there for 7 years. Like 6.5 years, I took a 3-month sabbatical, which is a perk they had. And then I came back, and then I realized it's time to move on. I gave myself 6 months to figure out what I wanted to do. I thought I was going to start a company. I had like a list of 50 ideas that I've collected over the years because I couldn't work on any of them because I had too much work to do. And so I started working through those ideas. And then in parallel, since I was trying to start a company, I was like, okay, what did I learn from these 7 years at Airbnb so I don't have to repeat all these same mistakes? And so I started writing them down. And then that turned into a Medium post that actually did incredibly well, much better than I ever imagined. It like got featured by Medium, and Brian Chesky, the CEO of Airbnb, sent it to the whole company because he was so proud of it. And I made like $1,000 from it on Medium because it turns out you can make money on Medium.
What did you write about in that first post?
Oh, it was what 7 years at Airbnb taught me about building a company. It was based on, okay, what did I learn so that I can use it to start my own company? But it turned out people really liked it. And so I wrote a couple more things and those went well. And that's kind of what slowly evolved into the newsletter that I do now.
I want to shift gears a little bit and talk about the amazing community you've built via Slack and all of your subscribers. And it's incredible just to see people helping each other with everything. Either it's encouragement, tactical advice, strategic advice, intros, hiring. How did you think about the community aspect of your newsletter, and what inspired you to start that, and what do you get out of it?
It's probably the thing I'm most proud of, I'd say, of like everything I've done since I left Airbnb. It's pretty amazing what this community's turned into. And where it came from is I was going to launch the paid newsletter where I'm asking people to pay me $15 a month for a newsletter, which feels crazy, like more than Netflix. Who the hell is going to do that? And so I was just like, what else can I promise people I'll give them if they become a paid subscriber? And I just said, I'm going to invite you to a private community of subscribers. And I started it on Slack. I invited like 30 of the most, the biggest fans, I guess, of the newsletter to the Slack, and just kind of got the conversation going, and then invited the next 100. And now there's about 4,000 people in there. And the best part of it is I call this Lenny's Newsletter because it was like the default name on Substack for creating a newsletter. And I just hate that it's like about me because I don't have all the answers. I don't want to create this oracle of I have everything you ever need. So I wanted to get out of that as much as I could and create this place where people can help each other instead. And it's been amazing. It's just like super thriving. I have a couple of people helping me with it now. One person pulls together the best conversations in the Slack every week, and then that turns into its own newsletter of the best advice from the community. And now we have fireside chats, and there's meetups happening in different cities now. And then there's like raffles we do and icebreakers and things like that. So it's really fun.
In your spare time, you also are deeply involved in Air Angels, right? And have made some incredible investments. So tell us a little bit about how much time you spend on angel investing, and what is something what is the one thing that you look for in founders? If founders wanted you as an angel investor, how would they get you to commit to investing in them?
So I spend maybe half my time on Angel. I guess what I look for in founders, I don't know, if I had to pick one thing, I look for what some people call an earned secret, or like unique insight, something that they see about a market that nobody else sees. I feel like that's like the most important thing to have, because otherwise you're just like doing what everyone else is doing. And then you need some really incredible advantages over people with the same exact worldview. So I try to look for something where they've just like battled through a lot of problems to uncover something really unique. And that's how they're approaching this business. And then maybe speed of execution, something that I find really important, at least because I do mostly early stage.
Awesome. Well, Lenny, thank you so much for sharing your background. Congratulations on the incredible newsletter and community that you've built. You've really become just a beacon of information and really an inspiration to so many product managers, so many people focused on growth, as well as figuring out things like, they've been somewhere for a long time and they want to do something else, what to do and how to think about their next step. So really excited to share your story with a lot of the entrepreneurs out there. And thank you so much.
Thanks, Tina. This was fun.